And it's like,
No, Jody, I'm taking some cookies for me. I just want the camera to be.
program manager does everything. We're like a Swiss Army knife. Program manager it's not a great title because it kind of describes a behind the scenes title, and we are behind the scenes but also right on scene. I'm a school program manager. I primarily work with CPS schools, and we work with principals and counselors and teachers and students. I guess what program managers do is we do our best to help schools attend to the well-being of students, staff, and caregivers. I've been with 1 and 5 for almost 2 years.
I have been at 1 and 5 for a year.
I have been a program manager at 1 and 5 since May 20th of 2024.
So how my day starts,
Multiple cups of coffee.
Sometimes I will be getting up at, 5:30 a.m. because I gotta drive an hour to Lynchburg or West Claremont. And
if I had to pick one favorite thing about being a program manager at 1 and 5 is that not every day looks the same. I could be talking to my gray friends, those are my 65 and up. I could go to an after school program and play, cups. Or I could be out talking to people at a church about what mental health looks like in their community. The diversity and the wide range of what the day could look like is my favorite part.
I think one of my favorite moments from my experience with 1 and 5 is that I facilitated a suicide prevention training at a Northern Kentucky high school, and was notified the day after that because of the questionnaire that was distributed after, and because of the content, we were able to intervene the young woman who had a plan in place, and we were able to get her the help that she needed.
I've had a lot of favorite moments. One of the moments that comes to mind was tabling. Tablings are an important part of what 1 and 5 does. It's kind of at the core of 1 and 5. It's getting the message out and connecting with people. We want to make it just as easy to talk about your scary thoughts as your hurt ankle, and having these conversations with people all over the community and getting resources out, just handing them and giving them and connecting. It's really what we're all about. If I could only teach one mental health program, I would quit. What I like is the variety, and also we're not cookie cutter. We do have some standard curriculum that we deliver, and that meets needs, but we also will discuss with the principals or counselors and say, what are your school's specific needs? I don't know where I've seen the biggest impact. A lot of what we do is offering and teaching and then letting them carry on with the work. When I used to teach really little kids and then they'd move on, I didn't get to see them grow up and see that impact, but I knew I had it.
So what made 1 and 5 stick out to me more so than other nonprofit opportunities was the mission, was the personal experience that goes into all of this for most of the staff that work here. And then once I got to meet the rest of the team, that was confirmation that this is where I was supposed to be.
What made 1 and 5 stick out was the people. They are amazing. I can't say that I would be a community manager everywhere, but I love being a community program manager at 1 and 5.
I think being a program manager in the world, as far as I can tell, is a more administrative task. 1 and 5 is really all about meeting people where they are and making connections. And I love the relationships we build with schools and the people in them, and the way we really approach things with curiosity. This work felt like an opportunity to really attend to the mental health crisis that I see in schools and to kind of have a wider impact. And at the same time, I had a student friend of mine had died by suicide somewhat recently, Jada, and I just kept holding her, lifting her up as I was thinking about the decision. And yeah, I'm really happy with the decision I made.
Being able to have the conversations and see people, like see the perspective change in the midst of the presentation, where they had this idea of mental health of what they thought it was, but by you coming and talking just for an hour, it shifts the conversation for them.